This is the full Windsor knot. Start by grabbing the wide end of the tie in your right hand and the narrow end in your left hand. Start by crossing the wide end of the tie in front of the narrow end. And then take the wide end up through the loop around your neck, behind the narrow end of the tie. Once you pull this through, you want to end up on the left side of the tie. Now again, grab the wide end of the tie and cross it behind the narrow end, ending on the right side. Now take the wide end of the tie and go up and over the loop around your neck and down through the loop, ending on the right side. Now cross the wide end in front of the narrow end and come up and under the loop around your neck, and then once you pull the tie out, now come down through the loop in the front of the tie. To successfully tie this tie, it's best to keep all these motions with the tie being snug, so that your knot stays small and concentrated.
Hello, my name is William Cohen. I'm going to show you how to tie the Windsor knot on a tie. First things first, obviously flick the collar up and put the tie round. Some people leave the button undone until the end. I personally prefer to do the top button up once the tie is round the neck. Now, the key to tying the knot right first time is to know roughly where the tie needs to sit in terms of the blade on your body to get the correct length. When you finish the tie should sit, the blade should sit on top of the top of your trousers. So from past experience, I know that's about roughly right. So all we do is we go long over short and round, over the top, underneath, round the other side, round the front, and then up the back and through, open up the front of the tie, drop the blade down, pull tight, and then bring the knot up to cover the top button, and then the tie, obviously the thinner part of the blade goes inside, down, and there you have it.
So here in this video, I'm going to teach you the easiest and most popular way on how to tie a tie. This method is called the fore and hand knot, and what you want to do is you want to take the wide end of the tie in your right hand and the narrow end of the tie in your left hand, and generally you want to make the wide end of the tie twice as long as the narrow end. Each tie is a different length, so you probably have to practice a few times before you figure out which length is the best, but generally you want the wide end of the tie twice as long as the narrow end. And once you do this, you want to take the wide end of the tie and you want to wrap it around the narrow end so that the wide end of the tie ends up in the front. Notice how the wide end is in the front covering the narrow end. After you do this, you want to take the wide end of the tie and you want to take it and push it through the loop that's created by your neck. And notice how this knot is starting to form. And what you want to do is you want to take the wide end of the tie and push it through the knot. You want to make sure that you keep everything straight. And now we have created our fore and hand knot. Now you need to pull the narrow end of the tie and make it tight with your neck. Make sure everything's straight. Pull the collar over the tie. And now we have completely finished our fore and hand knot.